Hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. This week we're talking about college organization tips, because if I knew any of these tips before I even started my college career, I would have saved myself so much unnecessary stress and several mental breakdowns. So today I'm going to show you how I stay organized during my college career. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Lauren. I am a college senior and I do college/organizational/productive videos here on the channel. This video is going to be divided in 3 parts: school supplies, organization, and time management. I have a whole video on time management, so you can click on the little eye right here. We all love going shopping for school supplies. It's very satisfying and it feels like you're starting fresh. Here are a few school supplies that I've used previously in other semesters that have worked for me and hopefully will help you. The first one is a 5-subject notebook. So here's a little trick for you. Usually when you go to college, some professors get over having one specific journal for their class. You can always buy a separate journal, but I think ultimately what really helps is just having everything together. Being a full-time student is 4 classes, and if you're going to go overtime 5 classes, I really recommend buying a 5-subject notebook where you can have all of the notes of every single class just in one place. So it's kind of like your Bible where you take it everywhere, you study. You don't have to sift through like 5 different notebooks to like find a specific lecture that you're looking for. So having everything in one place and all the class notes in just one location is going to be super helpful. You can even put like little tabs to help you out. This is what I first did when I started in college, and it really helped me. But if you have the means and you have an iPad, I totally recommend downloading this app called Notability. You just store everything in one location. You can create little dividers inside of the notes that you have per class. So I have notes in here from 3 semesters ago that I can still reference and that are actually helpful for other classes. So if there's a class that there are notes that you want to reference from last semester, you can totally do that here. You can always keep the 5-subject notebooks from other semesters, but this is a great way to store all of the notes that you can possibly have in college. You can even color code all of your classes and have all of the notes per class be one specific color. So if you're looking for a specific app to organize all of your notes, I totally recommend Notability. It's not a sponsor, I just love this app and I've been using it for like 2 years now. Something that I recommend you guys getting is a journal. So it doesn't need to be fancy. You can literally just go to the dollar store and buy like a cheap little journal. It's literally just a place where you can organize your thoughts. This is where I go into my organizational aspect of this video, because big thing that I do to organize myself is to look at all the syllabi for all of the classes that I have that semester and just pour all of the due dates, all of the assignments, all of the discussion posts, everything that you need to do in this journal whenever something is coming up, and every single quiz and any due date that is prominent on Canvas or in the syllabus. You see it because you wrote it at the beginning of the semester, and it saves you so much stress, so much time. If the professor ever changes something, then you can always go back and change it, but at least you can see that something is coming up and you can just double check on the syllabus in case the professor changed it. Forgetting that an assignment is due is a lot harder, so it keeps you a lot more organized. Color coding. I will never get over how satisfying color coding is. Every single semester, I will sit down and color code all of my classes. So I've mentioned this before on my channel, but I will sit down either on campus or here at home and I will pick a color for every single class that I have. Every single time that I have to write something to do on my journal for that specific class, it's in a specific color and I can instantly tell what work I have left for what specific class. If you write it all down in one color, you can get it done and it's still organized, but I feel like when you color code, you can easily see like, oh, okay, I already finished all my work for ENC 1101 and I have this class left because it's all in this purple color. So I know that all the purple ones that haven't been crossed out are just from this class. And it's easier to navigate your journal that way. And obviously it just looks more aesthetic if I'm being honest. So once you have everything written out for the entire semester, you can go then like week by week as the semester goes on and plan out all the things that you want to do. So if you have something due on Friday that's pretty big, you can start working on it on Monday and just plan out little by little the progression of that assignment until it's due on Friday. So this is where you should plan your week out. Look at all the things that you have to do and just plan it out in a way that is manageable for you and that is easy for you to get done, because I think there's another big rule of thumb that I learned in college and I suffered so much because I thought that I wasn't getting things done, but I just was being very unrealistic with how many things I put on my to-do list. So a good rule of thumb, and I think everybody says this, is to not put more than 5 things in your journal for one specific day. So if you have more than 5 things to do in your journal, that's something you should look at to see if you can actually be able to do it that day and manage it. If it's 5 little tiny things that take like 3 minutes to do, then that's probably understandable. But it's things that you know you're like cutting it close that you're probably gonna do an all-nighter. I recommend just reevaluating your week and seeing what else you can fit somewhere else. This is why it's so much easier to like sit down every week and plan it out, because till this day, I have not done a single all-nighter in my entire college career, and I'm gonna be a senior this coming fall. So the biggest thing that prompted that was planning out my week and seeing like, oh, I have too much on Monday, let me separate it to Tuesday. You get in the rhythm of doing them and you'll thank yourself later. Especially the transition into college can be very difficult, so if you have these rules of thumb just to start off, it's a lot easier to navigate your classes and your assignments. Which leads to my time management section. So this is more of a self-improvement section that can also help you with your organization. One of the best things that I did for myself this past semester is to set a specific time where I stop studying. So for example, I don't study past 6 p.m. I feel like every single time that I do that, I'm just setting myself up for failure. My brain is like slowly deteriorating as I do these assignments, and it's like 11 o'clock, I'm really cramming. I know that I put too much on my to-do list, or I know that I've just been procrastinating it. And so here I am, it's 11 o'clock, I'm tired, and the work doesn't even turn out that good. At the end of the day, this could have all been avoided if I just really put a strict rule to myself where I don't study past 6 p.m. Now, this doesn't have to be 6 p.m. There's work and there's classes and there's night school and insert any other thing that you need to do. So it's not always going to work for everyone to set a specific time at 6 p.m. However, set a time that works for you, something where you're like, okay, I know that I can only start studying at 5 p.m. because I have stuff before then. Plan a specific time, like, okay, I'm not going to study past 9 or 10, because it just gets to a point where like, what are we doing here? Like, the work is not valuable as much anymore. You're not putting your best foot forward. And I think it's really important to know your own self and know like, okay, I work very well at night, and so I only study at this time, or I only study in the morning, whatever works for you. Just setting a time. After this certain time, I have the day off. I can do whatever I need to do, run errands, relax, etc. So it's just way better for your mental health, and at least it's like giving you some motivation to like study for like another 20 or 30 minutes, because you know that at 6 p.m. you have to stop, or at 7 p.m. you have to stop, or whatever. I found this really helpful. I actually saw this on TikTok, so it's honestly a lifesaver. I love it. And my last tip for today is creating a reliable morning routine. This doesn't only apply for college. One of the best things that I did was create a stable morning routine, and I have my morning routine video so you guys can see it on the eye right here, but that's basically what I do right now as my morning routine, and it still helps me keep working and edit and film and do all these things and plan. I started off my day with intention, and I know that you've probably heard of this before, but it really does help. And I think this all boils down to just habits and creating habits for yourself that are so strong that it's hard to break it, where it gets to a point where like now, if I don't have my morning routine, it feels off, it feels weird. So it's all just like getting yourself used to things. I know it's easier said than done, but these are the things that really help me stay organized in my college career. Ultimately, what I'm trying to say is that keeping yourself accountable with all these things is hard, but it's so worth it. I've been doing college for 6 years now. My first 2 years as associates, and then I did another 4-year bachelor program, and I have not missed a semester since 2018. So it's been a long road, and I'm here to tell you that setting these goals for yourself from the very beginning is just gonna make the time breeze by. You know what you're doing, you know what's missing when something is going wrong. Like setting a morning routine and color coding your classes and doing all these things look arbitrary from a distance, but are the little things that keep you sane, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyways, why did I say it like that? Do you guys love my little mic? I busted it out again. Very long cord. It's just the mic that I use on top of my camera. It's cute, right? I just love holding something while I'm recording. It just adds more charisma. I don't know. This video is the beginning of my back to school videos this year, and I'm super excited to vlog this fall semester for you guys. I'm actually going on a trip pretty soon, so I'm excited to vlog that as well. A lot of things happening in August, so I'm really excited, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video because that's how you let me know. Subscribe for more videos like these, and hit the little bell notification right next to the subscribe button so that you get notified every single time that I post. I post every single Sunday, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.